It was a soft, dim, yet profoundly silent winter night, embracing a deep stillness. The crisp December air carried a gentle, refreshing chill, and was deeply infused with the sweet aroma of Christmas. Along the streets, vibrant, colorful lights were softly twinkling, and from somewhere in the distance, the faint, joyful sounds of children's laughter gently drifted. It felt as though this particular night had arrived with a very special message. In a simple neighborhood within this very city, in the home of a middle-class family, lived a small boy named Ali. Ali was neither exceptionally wealthy, nor was he truly underprivileged. But in his heart, a small world of dreams certainly resided. He was mischievous and laughed, just like other children. But there was a strange sparkle in his eyes, as if he always found some hope in everything. Ali adored Christmas Day. On this special day, more than receiving gifts, he cherished the stories, the twinkling lights, and tales of Santa Claus. He would often sit by the window, gazing up at the vast sky, pondering if Santa Claus truly existed, or if it was just a myth. This year, too, the festive season of Christmas was drawing near. Ali's home wasn't filled with the usual hustle and bustle of elaborate preparations, but their hearts were certainly brimming with happiness. One evening, once Ali had finished completing his homework, he then pulled out a white sheet of paper from the cupboard, and grabbing a pen, he settled down at the table. He wanted to write a letter to Santa Claus. Ali began writing very carefully on the paper. His face showed such seriousness, as if this wasn't just an ordinary letter, but a heartfelt message from deep within him. He wrote, "Dear Santa Claus, I truly hope you are doing well. This year I have studied diligently and always listened to my mom and dad. I don't need too many gifts, I just have one very small wish." Ali stopped his writing right here. He continued to think for a few moments. Then, with a gentle smile, he started writing once more. "I'm extremely fond of those beautiful red-colored boots. If you could possibly manage to give them, I would truly want those for Christmas." After he had completely finished the letter, Ali read it over very carefully. It was as if he was checking to see if his wish had been written down correctly. Then, he carefully folded the paper and offered a silent prayer in his heart. He had no idea where this particular letter would eventually go, but he was absolutely convinced that hope is never truly in vain. The next morning, Ali put his letter in a beautiful envelope and placed it near the door. Because he had heard that Santa Claus himself personally collects those letters. He was delighted to see the envelope and wished that Santa would truly come and take his red boots. At that very moment, something quite peculiar occurred. A faint, shimmering light twinkled above the envelope, and a soft gust of wind swept through. Ali watched in utter astonishment as the envelope slowly, gradually lifted itself and began to float in the air. He was completely bewildered and utterly speechless by this incredible sight. But deep down, a profound sense of joy began to fill his very heart. The envelope, emerging from the street's edge, embarked on a truly magical journey, as if an unseen guiding hand was gently leading its way. Along its path, the envelope grazed against tiny wispy clouds, beginning to shimmer faintly, and with every single contact, the light intensified further. Ali watched from his room's window, a soft smile gracing his lips. "This is truly magical. My hand is reaching out to Santa," and just like that, Ali's dream took its very first step into a magical world, where absolutely everything seemed possible. Far away, nestled deep within the snow-covered peaks of the north, was Santa Claus's magical home. This house, just like every year, was once again fragrant with the glow of lights, vibrant banners, and the sweet scent of Christmas. Santa Claus was comfortably seated on his large, soft sofa, with a steaming glass of warm cocoa, and spread out on a long table before him were countless letters from children. A luminous envelope, which Ali had mailed just yesterday, slowly, gently floated closer to the edge of the table. Santa, with a look of pleasant surprise, picked it up, then smiled and said, "Oh, this is a precious little dream that has found its way to me. Let's see what Ali has written." Santa opened the letter and began to read. "Dear Santa Claus, I don't want many gifts. I just have one small wish. Red boots." Santa Claus laughed. His laughter was filled with fragrance and magic. He thought, "This child is not just good, but also full of hope. This is the spirit that makes Christmas special." Then with his magical wand, he crafted a pair of vibrant red boots, which were incredibly soft, wonderfully shiny, and precisely what Ali had always envisioned in his dreams. Alongside these beautiful boots, a small handwritten note was carefully placed. It read, "Ali, always hold on to hope, for dreams truly do become reality. Santa Claus." The very next morning, Ali awoke bright and early. The gentle light from outside his window was softly filtering into his room, and the delightful scent of Christmas still distinctly lingered in the air. Ali rubbed his eyes, heavy with sleep, then his gaze fell upon his room's floor. He froze. There, right before it, lay bright, gleaming scarlet boots, exactly as it had always dreamed. In Ali's eyes, there was a sparkle of pure joy and a small, delightful hint of surprise. "This is truly for me?" he asked in a soft whisper. Ali then carefully put on the boots. The moment he took his very first step, the boots gave off a soft, shimmering glow, and Ali found himself lightly bouncing in the air. He couldn't help but chuckle to himself, then exclaimed with wide-eyed wonder, "Wow, this is just like magic!" With his very next stride, he began taking small, joyful leaps, and with every single jump, the boots emitted brilliant flashes of sparkle and light. He started running excitedly, back and forth, all around his room. sometimes jumping on the blanket, sometimes bumping into the small table, and everywhere the light of it left a little bit of magic. Upon witnessing this scene, Ali himself grew tired from all the laughter, yet his face was glowing with pure happiness. Ali immediately dashed outside, eager to share his newfound happiness with all his friends in the street. Children were playing games in the street, but Ali's brand new boots instantly captured everyone's attention. "Look, these are my red boots," Ali said happily, and with a little jump, he shimmered in the air. The children were completely amazed. "Wow," they all said, "they look absolutely magical." Ali then showed all of the children the fantastic magic tricks his boots could do. The moment he took a single leap, tiny shimmering stars of light began to fall downwards. As he advanced just 2 steps, a soft gust of wind started to gently ruffle his hair. Every now and then, the boots themselves would subtly move and give Ali a slight, unexpected jolt. All the children, full of joy, started laughing and playing with Ali. Some children even brought their cats and dogs along, and they too began to play with the magical boots' glow. Because of the boots, a wave of laughter, light, and happiness swept through the street. It was as if the entire street was sparkling with the festive cheer of Christmas. If you enjoyed this story, please like the video, subscribe to our channel, and do let us know in the comments how you found it. Your likes and subscriptions encourage us to create more beautiful and interesting stories. We will meet again soon with a new story.